Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Now, when I started this not too long ago, it was Free Me Fridays. And so now that I'm doing it every day, this is my first week doing this every day. But it's still Free Me Fridays. I'm still doing Free Me Fridays, I guess. But I might need some help to what to call this every day now. But anyway, what I do is the mental B-12 therapy session with Coach Dre. There we go. That settles that. All right, go ahead and share. Let everybody know that Coach Dre is in the house and we are ready. We are ready to expand our minds. We're gonna break old mindsets this morning so that we can experience how beautiful our mind is. So please go share, let everybody know. What we're doing today is putting yourself first. Many of us have a problem putting ourselves first. And so we end up finding out that we get upset, we get angry, we get frustrated. And that's not what's supposed to. What happened? All righty. Oh, let's do this. I know you guys can. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Look at there. I was about to shine on out for a moment. All right, we're back. We're back. Technology, you gotta love it. So, putting yourself first. So this morning, the first we're gonna talk about two different things. We're gonna talk about fill your cup. I really should save that one for last, but we're gonna talk about fill your cup, and then I have some questions for you. Okay. So you ready? So you're gonna need a pen and a paper today. You should have it every day with me. What in the world? All right. What's going on? It's just automatically switching out. Wow. All right. Don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. I'm still here. I don't know what's going on this morning. All right. I'm not going to let that deter me this morning. We're going to keep pushing. All right. So fill your cup. Let's get focused here. Fill your cup. So imagine that each person has a cup. So let's do 4 cups. I got 4 cups next to me. And how they feel, their emotional state, health, well-being, fulfillment, their energy level is dependent on how full their cup is. Am I making sense? Every person has the ability to pour from their own cup into someone else's by giving of themselves in one way or another. Okay? So there are some people who are cup fillers, helpers, givers, who go around filling other people's cups. There are also people who are like beggars on the street holding out empty cups, asking or demanding them to be filled. So let's start off right away. Just, are you a cup filler or are you a beggar? Are you a cup filler or are you a beggar? Sometimes the givers give too much. We give too much. And you find out, if you are a giver, you find out that your cup runs on empty. Why? Because givers sacrifice themselves for others. They get drained. They feel empty, lethargic, stressed. Eventually, they have no more to give. In some cases, they become, or we become, I'm a giver, so incapacitated or even pass away. leaving behind any number of people who believe they required that person in order to fill their cup. It makes kind of, yeah, I'm going to go there. You know how sometimes some people fall to pieces over the death of a loved one? And if that loved one was their fixer, their enabler, their rescuer, their caretaker, their resource is gone. They don't know what to do because they've been a beggar. And the person laying in that casket has been their giver. Always filling their cup. And this all happens because of one big misunderstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Each person, hear me, each person is 100% responsible for and capable of filling their own cup. I'm going to clap on that. Each person is responsible for filling their own cup. It is not our responsibility. Now that doesn't mean that people are always taking responsibility for it, but many people go around with their cup out looking for handouts. Got this cup. Here's one person. All right, watch this. Here's another person, different shapes, different sizes. Nope, here come another person right here. Here's another person. They come with their hand out. For the beggar, the good news is that they are more than able to fill their own cups. Often, when different people are forced to stop being dependent, a miraculous thing happens, ladies and gentlemen. They step up to the plate. See, these beggars will never step up to the plate and begin to learn to fill their own cup because they're always out like this. Help me. Do you have this? You have time for this? Do you have a few minutes? Can you pray with me? And they haven't even prayed for themselves yet. But can you help me? But there's also good news for the giver too. They can learn how to fill their own cups. There's good news for the givers too. They can learn how to fill their own cups. There's a better way, no matter who you are. You need to learn to feed yourself. You gotta learn to feed yourself, take care of yourself. There's nothing worse, and this is just Andre, than a man wanting to be with a woman and he can't fill her cup. It's the other way around. Women, stop filling their cups. If he can't pour nothing back into you and fill you up, now I'm not saying you don't help each other, you don't support one another. I'm not saying that. But if you're always the one, this is the woman, here's the man. If the woman is always pouring, it's hard to see with the camera, always pouring into the man, ladies, you're going to find yourself dry. Hello? Dry, tired, frustrating, talking to your girlfriends all the time. I'm going to get real raw for a moment, quickly. It doesn't matter. It's really, if you're not married, you shouldn't be doing this. But anyway, it doesn't matter how good that man may be in bed. He still has nothing to pour into you outside of a seed. That if by chance you get pregnant, he can't even help take care of you. Yeah, I went there. Okay, so like I said, no matter who you are, you need to learn to feed yourself, take care of yourself, do things that bring you joy. Do things that bring you joy. Utilize your natural talents or put you in a state of flow. Put yourself in a state of a flow. I'm just in a flow. Okay? Go for a walk. Spend some time in nature. For some people, filling their cup is reading a book or playing a game or going to a show or listening to music or creating art. What is it that's filling up your cup? Do something on this Friday, this Memorial Day weekend. Do something to fill your cup. And cherish what you're doing to fill your cup, because this is, I'm going to give 2 examples. Then we're going to move on to the oxygen mask. Say you haven't done anything to fill your cup, right? So you're not full, but you're like 3/4, right? You 3/4 full. So now you're not full, but you're pouring. So you're pouring into this one, and you may pour more into others than you do someone else. Then you're pouring into this one. Okay, now you about empty right now. Now somebody else comes along and you pour into this one. Now the next beggar comes. I hate to call him a beggar, but the next beggar comes. You don't have nothing but a couple of drops to give. You're empty. Now you're empty. Now you're drained. You're light. You have no weight. Now you can be tossed to and fro. You have no energy, lethargic. When the wind blows, you just gonna float on. You have nothing. And what? Oh, thank you. Now, when you go back to the one that you poured into, watch this. Okay. So you poured into this beggar. They used up what you gave them. 3-4 weeks down the road, you need them to pour into you. And what do they have? Well, just a couple of, all they have is a couple of drops. Can't even cover the base of this water bottle of who you are. So now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You didn't put any boundaries around yourself. So you keep giving, you keep pouring, and you keep pouring. Okay. That's the person who's not full. You're a giver, but you like 3/4. There's nobody's pouring back into you, and you're not doing anything for yourself. That's right, woman of God. So, say you're full, right? So, Sunday we go to church, we energize, we full, ready to go, everything else, right? So let me crack this one open here. So we're full, right? You see that to the top? Here comes a beggar. One way to identify a beggar, they keep coming to you. You don't see them doing anything for themselves. So they come and they asking you for something. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about boundaries. Sometimes we give beyond the place of empty, where we are in the negative. That means sometimes people will come to you and ask you for something, and we break our necks. We may beg, borrow to get the beggar what they want. So we're going beyond. But here's that one person, we're pouring. And here's the thing, we keep pouring into this person because they keep coming back day after day after day. Oh, this is good. This could be one of our children. Oh, I love my children. I'll do anything for my children. And your child grown, probably got kids, and they ain't doing nothing for themselves. Well, I'm worried about my grandkids. That's a manipulating tool. I know I love my grandkids too. And 9 of them. But ain't none of my kids gonna make me feel guilty. So you poured so much into this person, now you're half full. You're half full. You can't go back to this person because they don't have nothing to pour back into you. There's a couple of drops. Why did I even call them? You ever call somebody you think they can pour something into you, whatever your need may be, and they have nothing to give to you? And then you start reflecting back. It's like, man, but every time I call them, every time they call me, I give, I go out of my way, this, that, and the other. How about this one? I know we used to say this one. You probably said it. I don't mind taking them to work, but they don't even offer to give me gas money. So you done poured half in this person. Now the one that you went to, now they're back. I'm back. Now you are giving of yourself again to this person in spite of how you feel, and you keep pouring and pouring. And you know why? Because you have no boundaries. So what are you doing now? You are emptying yourself again. And this person doesn't even say thank you. So you were full. Now you're empty. Matter of fact, you wanted to do something this weekend, but you gave somebody some money who said they're going to give it back to you. So you're hoping to still do your plans. But when the person that you gave the money to thank you, you're still empty. You're waiting for them to give you your money back, fill you back up. See, what had happened was now when you go to them, because sometimes you got to go to people to get your own money back. They said, but see what had happened was now you're left empty. Or it may not be money. You may need a ride. Your car broke down. They're not there. They're too busy. They don't remember the sacrifices you made for them. You put yourself first. Remember what fills your cup and do it more often. Not only will you no longer feel dependent on anyone else to fill your cup, but your cup will run over and you'll have more to give because you keep filling yourself up, that you have overflow to give. Matter of fact, you keep filling yourself up that you don't even have a top, a lid, a cap on you because you're constantly putting yourself first. So you have overflow to give and you're not worried about it because of the simple fact, I know how to put myself first. I know how to take time out for me. Putting myself first could be that I'm tired and I'm taking me a nap. Because when I get up from that nap, there's other things I'm going to do, but I'm going to be refreshed. So putting yourself first varies on what need that you have. What desire do you want to do? I know this weekend we're going to the movies. We're going to the Tiger game tonight. There's things we're going to do. We've been pouring out on a job. Wife just got back home, catching up on rest, all that energy. You gotta do it. So then when it comes to doing stuff like this, ministering on Sundays, it's nothing because we're full. We're ready. All right, did that. Let's go to the oxygen mask and we're gonna be out of here. So I hope everybody understands the illustration here. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. The oxygen mask. You know when you're on an airplane and the steward does the demonstration and tells you in case of an emergency and a drop in cabin pressure, put your own oxygen mask on first before assisting other passengers. And I believe my wife, Coach A, has done this before, this illustration, this analogy. It's a cliche, but most people miss the point. Have you ever stopped to consider why? If the cabin pressure has dropped, why do I take care of me first before the one next to me? Because if you don't put the oxygen mask on first and you lose consciousness and you are unable to help anyone else, so what good does it make for you to take care of somebody else first if you pass out? That's why you put it on first, then help other people. Because I guarantee you other people putting theirs on first. In the worst case scenario, both you and the person, such as your child or a partner or a stranger that you are trying to save, will die. It's the same in life. You must honor yourself. Do we know how to honor ourselves? Do we even give ourselves respect? We want other people to respect us. We want other people to honor you. But do you honor you? Do you respect you? Because how can you command respect, desire respect from other people and honor if you don't do it for yourself? Do you care for your own needs and do what you know in your heart is right for you? Do you do that? Do you honor you? I think my alarm is about to go off in a few minutes. Do you honor you? Do you take care of your own needs? And I pray, seriously, you're not dependent on somebody else to take care of your needs. I pray you're not a dependent person. We talked about that in one of the H's this week about being dependent, by having fixers and enablers and rescuers and caretakers. So that they can take care of you and you don't take care of you. You're dependent. You're dependent. If you don't, both you and those you love suffer. And I know it can be hard to give yourself permission to be selfish. Woo! Well, I don't want to buy me nothing because what? Did you work for it? Yes. Then why don't you treat yourself? Because this is what's going to happen. You worked, you did 40 plus hours, whatever the case is, part-time, whatever time. And you're giving to the beggars. You're giving to the beggars who's well able to make their own money. You're giving to them. But you feel guilty if you give to yourself. So you're filling up, you coming home with bags. Oh, here, I bought you something. Here, I bought you something. Here's your bag. Empty. Nothing. Oh, that's just the way I am. That's sad. That's sad. If you feel guilty bringing home a bag with just stuff for you, every once in a while, there's a problem. There's a problem. Because you have every right to put yourself first. You have every right. We talk about self-care. Stop being cheap with your own self. Ladies, get your nails done. Stop having them look raggedy. Get them done. Get your feet done. Summertime. Get them done. Here's the thing. We'll be cheap with our own self-care, but we'll splurge on others for their self-care. That is so backwards. That is so backwards. And you think that's a form of humility. Trying to stay low. But at what point are you going to boil over in steam and frustration because you're tired of giving? And then we start mumbling and complaining, murmuring. I give and I give, and nobody gives back to me. Nobody pours into me. Nobody gives me a word. What? Life and death is in the power of you. Give yourself a word. You speak acclamation to you. You declare over your own life. You go treat yourself something. Order you something. Buy you something. You know we live in a world where everything's dropped off at your door. You know, don't it feel good? Get that picture in your email that your package is here? Something you wanted. This is for me. You have that right. And if I'm going to tell you a beggar will get upset because they're watching you do for you. And they won't get off their behind to do for them. Watch out for the pity. Watch out for them. Let me get off that. That just hit a spot with me. Okay. Give yourself permission to be selfish. Self-sacrifice is a habit with a lot of momentum. Okay? Most of us are taught that selfishness is bad, but it's not true. It's not true. Be willing to be selfish and take care of yourself so you are at your best. How are you going to be at your best if you don't do anything for yourself? How? How are you feeling obligated for grown folks? Well, that's just the way here we go again. Wonk, 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 wonk. When they get their check, do they pour back into you? Are they considerate of what they heard you say, some of the things that you talked about, some of the what do they do for you? And don't get no attitude with none of these cups. None of them. None. Don't get, because you poured. See, this one know how to hang on to what you gave them. But don't get upset with them. No. Because you don't have no boundaries. There's some, that one thing people say, give God your 10%, pay you 10%. You work for it. I don't have no grown kids in my house sitting there playing video games and can't pay a bill. Nope, not happening. You better be in school full time. You better be doing something. Educate your mind. Get your butt up out of here. Anyway. So therefore are able to bring your best self to the world and those you love is the most selfless thing you can do. Selfless thing you can do. How can you be your best for other people and you don't know how to be selfish for yourself to take care of you? Good morning, Lisa. How you doing? Okay? So I'm putting yourself first. This is your B-12. This is your mental B-12 therapy shot for this morning. Hopefully carrying into this weekend. Many of us got a 3-day weekend. I got a 3.5 day. Glory be to God. Huh. Come on now. Put yourself first this weekend. If you have not put yourself first in a while, do it this weekend. I know this is a time everybody barbecuing, cookouts, all this other stuff. But if you don't feel like cooking, you have a right not to cook. Because you could be cooking, slaving in the kitchen, this, that, and who helps you clean up? Who helps you buy the food? Who helps you prepare the food? At the end, you worn out, got your feet up, Next minute, mouth all over. Now you glad that it's over. Shouldn't have to be that way. If it leads you to that type of mindset, then you're doing something wrong. All right, let's go. I gotta go to work. If you look back at your life and you'll see that there are times when you made decisions that truly honored you. Times when you did what you loved, even if it was unpopular. Okay. I'm hoping I'm helping somebody. There are things that you want to do for yourself that you don't need to tell nobody else. You need to just do it. Hear me. You need to just do it. Because if you don't, some people that you go tell going to try to talk you out of it. They're going to try to convince you. Not so. So think about times when you did what you even loved to do, which was unpopular. Times you chose not to participate in something you knew wasn't right for you. Times you gave yourself a reward or took a much needed break. And because you made those decisions, you improved your psychological and mental state. Come on. Who cares if it's unpopular with everybody else? It's what I want to do. You always going somewhere. Yep. Yes, I am. You're always doing this. Yep. Yes, I am. You can too. You should never be envious of anyone. I have a classmate of mine. Well, not a classmate. She's my brother age. But a while ago, she takes big trips. I think they just came from Egypt. She went to the Mediterranean, all these things. And a while ago, just said, how do you? She said, I just pay on it every month. Hello, somebody. I plan my trip and I pay on it every month. Going to Paris, all these different huge places. Not running over in abundance with money. We just pay on it every month. Why be jealous because somebody's taking all these major trips? You should ask them, how'd you do it? Because I want to start doing that. Or start taking smaller trips. Do some getaways. All right, I gotta move on. Oh, and because you made those decisions, you improve your psychological and emotional state. You become stronger. Your cup became full, and you were better able to care for yourself and others. Putting yourself first, making sure that you are full. That gives you the energy, the stamina, even the joy to help other people. Why? Because I know how to put myself first. I know when I'm running close to empty, or even maybe I don't even allow myself to get empty. Maybe once I know I'm at half a tank, okay, I need to fill myself up. That could be resting, that could be reading a book, that could be sitting down cooking my popcorn and watching a movie with my wife. That could just be refilling me, but it's putting myself first. Put yourself first. Listen, what decision, give you these questions, I'm out, I gotta go. What decisions have you made in the past that honored you? So some of you, I'm going to have to run through these. You're going to have to just catch the replay or slow it down. What decisions have you made in the past that honor you? And then how did they turn out? How did it turn out? Okay. In what ways are you not, voice got cracked, are you not honoring yourself or taking care of yourself? In what ways are you not honoring yourself or taking care of yourself? Okay. Are there situations in which you are self-sacrificing or have to the point of self-harm or no longer being able to help those you are sacrificing for? Are there situations in which you are self-sacrificing or situations you have self-sacrifice to the point of self-harm, or you're no longer able to help those you are sacrificing? You sacrifice so much to other people. For instance, it put you in debt. And now you're no longer able to help anyone else because of all your self-sacrificing. All right. What changes could you make that would help you put on your own oxygen mask on first so that you're better able to assist others? What can you do for yourself first so that you'll be able to help others? All right. What are some ways you could fill your own cup? What feeds you? Capital word, feeds. What feeds you? What makes you fulfilled? What makes you fulfilled? What changes could you make that would stop beggars from being dependent on your filling of their cups? What changes could you make that would stop beggars from being dependent on you filling their cups? Now, some of these questions may be tough for you to answer or even begin to implement, but they're necessary. They're necessary. Last one. If you commit to filling your cup, how will this change your life? How will it change your life? I got all these cups to drink this water now. How will it change your life? If you start fulfilling your own cup, how will it change your life? Let me know. I want to know. All right. Next Tuesday, I'm having a workshop. Next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. It's on Zoom. You will not be able to get the link unless you pay. Good morning, Kim. All right, catch the replay. All right, fearofchange.eventbrite.com. It's $10 plus tax. We're going to go through this boot camp training, coaching, renewing the mind of how many people want to change. They're afraid to change. They have a fear of change. They have a fear of the uncertainty, the unknown. We're going to break that this coming up Tuesday night, 7:30. There's the link, fearofchange.eventbrite.com. It's right there for you to register. Okay? It's only $10. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. One of the ways I get full is doing this because this is what I love to do. But then too, there's a time I'm gonna take a break, which I thought about because Monday is Memorial Day. I'm taking a break. I'm sleeping in. So we're gonna come back Tuesday. All right. So if you need some type of motivation or whatever, go to my page. Because I did something all week long talking about the fear of doubt. And we talked about how to conquer that. And I started a week ago today, and we wrapped that up. I did Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. If you missed yesterday was how to overcome negative emotions. See, my wife's happy. See her clapping because I'm not going to do this Monday morning. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. Putting yourself first. I get up early already to go to work. So it just made sense. Well, why not come on and coach a little bit earlier? Just get up probably a half hour earlier than normal or whatever. Come on here and coach. But I'm going to put myself first. You see my wife is happy with the clapping of the hands. Go sleep in. All right. So come on, join me this Tuesday, May 30th, 7:30. And we're going to go over and give you some tools on how to overcome change, the fear of change. All right. I think that's all that I have. Oh, if you need to contact me. Sound Mind Coaching. It also works for our ministry too. 586-300-2451. Option 1 is for the Gatekeepers Ministry. Option 2 is for Sound Mind Coaching. All right. So feel free. You can text that number, whatever. Get in contact with me if you say, hey, I want more of what you have to offer. And then let's work a plan. All right. Let's work a plan. Let me see what else we got. Oh, the A team is changing. We have to change our time. You haven't seen us in a couple of weeks. Wife's been out of town. We have to change our time. Wednesdays at 7 is not working. There's other things that are brewing in that time slot, and we want to be consistent because we teach on being consistent, and so we're praying about a good time to do that. I don't know why I'm here on Monday nights, but anyway. So let me see. So join me any other time, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Okay, Sound Mind Coaching, get your mental B-12 shot, and so our minds can be renewed bright. Hey, check out the website, soundmindcoaching.net. Check out our ministry website, thegatekeepersministry.org. We got so much going on. All right, I think that is everything. My wife is not going live today, but Coach A, my wife, Coach A, Tuesday through Thursday, her midday moments. You catch her at noon. If you are not a friend or follower of my wife, Angela Harris Fullwood. All right. Go to my page. I shared on my page as well. I think that's everything. I think that's everything I have. All right. You guys have a safe and wonderful Memorial Day weekend. If you need a place of worship, you want some kingdom teaching, not denominational teaching. If you want some kingdom teaching, some fellowship, some word that's going to stir this up, renew your minds, then join us, the Gatekeepers Ministry, every Sunday, 3 p.m. at 91 Welch Street, Mount Clemens, Michigan. Okay, my wife and I, our songstress Keish, and everybody else that come. We are a teaching ministry. Okay, I'm gonna just put that out there. We are a teaching ministry. We're teaching you the Word of God. We're gonna have a great time in the presence of God. Come and experience God for yourself. That's our little theme. Come experience God for yourself. It doesn't make no sense for me to hype it up. Come and experience God for yourself, and come with an expectation. Come with an expectation. We're also online as well at 3 p.m. So either way, in person or online. All right. But we would like to physically see you if you are in this Macomb County area of Michigan. All right. We love you. We adore you. And may God bless you. A beautiful mind is terrible to waste. Don't waste yours.